If you want to change or to do any impact, start from yourself. What I can do, doesn't matter how small it is.
Aleksandra is the founder of the first Serbian Cultural Center, Taraba, in the UAE and the Middle East. A member of the Dubai Business Women Council and a founding member of the Serbian Business Council in the UAE. She is also the Chief Experience Officer at Ivan's Media Group, where she brings her extensive experience in cultural and art content, business and program development to the forefront. She is amazing in many languages, and this shows her efforts and her passion for the cross-cultural bit. Proficient in business administration, corporate and project management, she's a true master of her craft. And that's not impressive enough. She is currently pursuing doctoral studies in business administration, holding a master's degree in the Faculty of Political Science. A firm believer in fostering a can-do attitude and cultivating trust and respect, she holds a C-suite position responsible for customer experience in the Middle East and Asia region. How do you maintain that mental and emotional balance in you?
We living in an AI time, we forgot connecting with the nature and how much is important in the nature, but all answers are there.
What will you say to 20-year-old self who are in that process of finding themselves? So hi everyone, welcome to Self-Discovery Podcast, where we will talk about topics concerning mindfulness, spirituality, overcoming fear and failures, creating the right mindset and your success stories, bringing you stories of leaders from different areas and fields in the world and bringing their experiences through their talks today. Our guest today is beautiful, strong, self-made and a multifaceted individual who wears many hats and excels in each role of hers. So I welcome you, Aleksandra, and I want you to share your remarkable story with us. Tell me, Aleksandra, what made you decide to open Taraba, which is a cross-cultural institution where you are promoting Serbia? Please tell me.
Thank you for invitation and for all that kind words. If you want to change or to do any impact, it's always the best to start from yourself. What the thing I can do, doesn't matter how small it is. So this is how I start to investigate and understand that in the whole Middle East, there is nothing related to the Serbian culture. And there is many of us living not only in the UAE, but in the other countries in the region. And this was the reason why I wanted to establish the Serbian Cultural Center. One, it is definitely, as we said, we're starting from us. So it's preservation of the Serbian language and the culture, connecting the community. The second, it's this cultural part, which you are saying, it's the cross-cultural, which is the organization of the cultural events. It can be the art exhibition, it can be the theater play, but as well can be the event that hosting another culture or we mutually do the certain thing. And the third part of the culture is related to the business, as business is not only related to money, right? So understanding culturally what's happening in the business, it's a really important, I would say, for a good base and pursuing what can happen in the future.
You are providing with your initiative not just the interpersonal acceptance of different culture, but you're also providing education to people where they come with a mindset that, this is what works and this will probably take a bit of time. So let me go ahead with this and, let me filter it out this for some time till the time, I too am able to absorb myself there. Okay. Or I build something substantial in my field and then I go ahead and explore more opportunities and avenues. So this is so amazing because, usually people who come from different countries and domains and areas, they are very clueless when they come to a new country, when they come, and you providing that education to people of your country is amazing, because I'm sure, listening to this, the citizens of many other countries will come to you that what do we do? Alexandra, can you please tell us, what are the things that works here in the UAE and Middle East, and what doesn't work here? So that's amazing. So can you tell me from your experience, okay, what made you decide this, as in what made you take this up as your passion? Because I feel that you have a lot of passion in this to help people, to a country which is progressive. There is a lot of cross-cultural there, okay, initiatives. So can you tell me that, did you face something in your life which made you decide this?
Everything starts with people. The world started with the people before the businesses. The ideas starting with the people. The companies that are doing something innovative. There was a saying said that your employees come first and then the customers. And this is true. It's again about the people. So exactly as I said, being a human being, enough reason for me to try to contribute during this material life what I can to make a mark. You see, I'm talking, you're smiling. My day is done. And to contribute to the others, this is the ultimate goal.
What I like about this is, it's the simple things actually matters the most. I'm sure, you, your family, and I'm very proud of, okay? So what you have created. Now, let me ask you this, Alexandra, can you share an example of a decision which will seem like a risk to others? People might have stopped you taking that decision, or they might have said, Alexandra, what are you doing? This will not work out, okay? But worked for you immensely well.
It is exactly related to the center. Everybody thinks that if you name something after the nation, that need to be supported by any government entity. So in the moment, if you do not have, let's say, enough funds, it's a not highly profitable thing in the world, and there is no the name standing next to you, people usually think it's not worth it. So this was the risk. There was no support. I did have the support of the people who are still the part of the center, and I helped to be where it is, but there was no funds. There was no anyone who could open the door, and so you needed to do everything by yourself. Because I needed to do everything myself, I learned a lot in the process. But in order to get people interested, you need to maintain certain level, and you need a time to reach the level. I never thought it will not work. You need to believe.
It's so powerful what you just said. When you're going towards something you really love and you're doing it, okay, you don't have to think that it is not going to work. People always look at the worst. Why look at the worst? When you can make your worst, you're the best. Yes. So what is your strength of your community?
Strength of the community and the center and everything that we do, it is exactly togetherness, mindset with the same goal, and the people who are actually happy to contribute with their knowledge, with their skills, with their ideas.
Great. Do you believe in intuition? How much of a role intuition has played in your going ahead and doing different things in life?
I do believe there is something, and it's always located in our stomach. And I'm sure that many people we found this familiar and connected to themselves when they entered some situation. There is a type of energy level, experience level. So I do believe. I would not say that this is the only thing I follow, because the life, unfortunately, is not that simple. But I definitely take it in consideration and reevaluate the situation, or where am I, or
True. Self-introspection is really necessary at times, okay, where you can reevaluate not your flaws, I would say your strengths, because that is what will keep going, and how do you hone it better, okay, so that you can let go of your flaws in that meanwhile, okay. So that's really important. Now, what are the 3 things you will advise our viewers not to do if they are looking for success in their life?
Do not stop believing in your idea, in your business, is where you want to achieve. Do not overthink. Think properly, think strategically, think forward, but do not overthink. Keep focused. Do not get distracted. The third thing will be simply say, do not give up. empower you even more in what you do. Okay,
Yes.
so I would say this: don't stop believe, do not get distracted, and do not give up.
You actually, in these three things, you said so many powerful things. I'd like to again highlight this to our viewers. Every progressive person actually believes in these things. And Aleksandra here did not just point out three things, she pointed out many things. I'd like to, just highlight few things from here. One is, don't let go of self-belief. Okay, no matter what people say you can do, you can't do, whatever is people are saying, don't let go of your self-belief. Believe in what you're doing. Okay, now second of all, don't get distracted. Stay focused towards your goal. Stay loyal, dedicated towards your goal. Third thing that she said, don't overthink your failures. Don't go ahead and scrutinize that over and over again. You are inside your head. All of us are, okay? So your self-talk has to be extremely positive. Basically filter, negative comments, okay, like we do, trolls in Instagram or social media or things like that. Just filter it out. Don't let them build a house in your head. And this is so powerful, guys. Even if you do this as a process in your life, it is going to build up that success that you are looking for. Yes, Aleksandra?
100%. I would just add one thing about what you said. Let's say when you're young and you're starting the business, you will make mistake once, twice, third time, fourth time, you will know, okay, this is how it can be done. This is the learning process, of the learning curve. And each person should support her or himself with it. Empower your people to make a mistake. If they don't make a mistake, how they will learn?
True, absolutely. Now here I would like to ask you something. Did you dream about this always, that you will create this, or it is, in between your journey somewhere that you just picked it up?
So I always had the same feeling towards people. While I lived in the hometown, there was no need for such a center, because basically you're there, right? Once I moved here, this idea about we talked so far basically changed the clothing, like I get a different shape. Again, in the situation in which you are, you should see what's the best you can do and what will be just a benefit and the value, as you said, for the humanity, for the people, in the end of the day, for yourself. Because if you're doing something that is extremely powerful and you're feeling miserable, it might damage what can be so great. So when I came here, and as I told you, when I started to learn about the others, idea of the people move towards the cultural center that should be established, that doesn't exist, that will gather the community and so on.
What are the wellness practices or routines do you incorporate in your daily life to maintain your balance and your spirituality and your root, basically, where you don't give up, or you don't say that, wow, I have achieved so much, so this is it, or when there is slowdowns in life, you're like, what am I doing? Why am I even doing this if it's not working? So how do you maintain that mental and emotional balance in you? Though I'm sure there will be days where you lose your cool, everybody does, okay? So but how do you go ahead and process this, and you just pick up and you say that, listen, I'm going to be balanced and I'm going to do it right? How do you do this?
Care is on the same level important, maybe even more than the care for others. As we said, if you are not good for yourself, you cannot be good for anyone else. Some people might call it selfishness. Being a selfish towards self in terms of the care, it should be the most welcome thing. Being selfish, that protecting yourself from what can damage you and can disbalance you, so once you give back, it's not on the level that should be, it's completely different thing. And each person, it's a different. For me, what is working are the three things. One, it's a very, very simple, mindful walk or sitting next to the water, next to the sea. You hear the waves, you hear the birds, you hear the trees. We living in an AI time, we forgot to connecting with the nature and how much is important in the nature. And people can call it energy, nature, religion. Give it a name, but all answers are there. Second, it's definitely the breathing exercise. Once you focus on your breathing and just try to count from 1 to 10, you will see that there is no other thoughts. And the physical part, for me, yoga works the best because it's combination of the mobility and even sometimes the breathing. So you just need to find in you what's your path.
What gives you that peace, that calm, that alignment that we are talking about? Yes, amazing. So, here I would like to ask you a few more things. That do you really believe in luck? Okay, and luck here I don't mean by the negative. Again, the connotation here is very, very positive. That you are divinely guided somewhere to create that the work that you are doing, to receive the rewards for it, to receive the visibility, the limelight, okay, for it. Plus, here having luck doesn't deny hard work or efforts, but do you believe that, you have that blessing of, someone out there who's, the creator, okay, the universe? Do you believe that?
I would say yes. I'll just rephrase it differently. With the luck doesn't exclude the hard work. What you give, it's what you receive. Tried your best. Maybe you will not succeed every time, but if your intention was not bad and you genuinely was going towards a good thing, you need to be clear and genuine and respectful and kind. Be protective. Give the best what you can do from yourself, and yes, you will be guided and luck will be on your side.
Absolutely. So keep giving out the energy that you want to receive. Just keep giving out unconditionally, and you will receive that energy in abundance. Where you would say, wow, this is blessing and this is luck, and I'm very lucky. Okay, absolutely right. Don't do bad, you will not get the bad things in life. Okay, just keep continuing with your good deeds and work.
Also, you should be grateful. It's not only about giving and then you're calculating, okay, this is what I gave and this is what I should expect. And we are born the creature of love. And with the love, as you know, coming the trust, coming the belief, coming the all other things.
Self-belief here, plus your gratefulness, plus that you keep doing good deeds towards you. Keep managing the energy that you want to receive creates the luck that you're looking for in your life. Do you practice manifestation? Do you design your life, or do you, just go ahead and take it as a default, like life is throwing you this, so you go ahead? Do you have a bit of a ritual, probably in the morning or sometime in the day, or journaling, manifesting things? Have you manifested something really recently? Can you please share that?
Moving abroad to UAE was a part of my manifestation, which I never set, and I said I would like to move in United Arab Emirates and do this. The most recent thing that I manifest or happened, I'm not sure, is the February next year will be international conference for the tolerance and dialogue. This is the first tolerance of such a thing in the UAE, which is directly leaning on the thesis that I'm doing, which I'm sure I'm the one of very unique person dealing with that topic. And this is the place where you go and you loudly and publicly say what you think about, what you have to contribute. 2 weeks after, like I received the call to submit the paper as a researcher, right? For the conference that it's happening for the first time. I'm like, seriously? So yeah, I would say this was the manifestation.
Now, this is a rapid fire question that I would like to go ahead with. Okay, it's quite fun. So could you tell me one favorite book that you think that our viewers should read, okay, when it comes to understanding human beings, or dealing with people for that matter?
Each person should read a certain poetry. Poetry is coming from the people. It can come from the deep sadness or a high happiness.
Meditation, yoga, or high intensity workout?
For me, yoga works the best.
So one superpower that you want to have, a dream superpower which you would like to go ahead and utilize it in your day-to-day life?
Speak all the languages in the world.
Money or fame?
Money. If you are famous, maybe you will not be capable to help people in need. But with the money you can, and no one needs to know who you are.
I'll tell you here one thing, okay? People take money as a very negative energy, but money is such a positive energy and you can do such amazing things with it. Now, are you a morning person and night owl? When do the ideas come in?
I'm a morning person. I mean, ideas are there all the time, but morning. I like the daylight, so I like to use everything from the early morning.
So coffee or tea?
I'm a true lover of coffee, different types.
Can you tell me what will you say to your 20-year-old self today, or any 20-year-old self who are in that process of finding themselves? What will you tell them? One advice that you would like to give them?
If it's to anyone, will be exactly find yourself. If it's about me, because I know what was 20 years ago and what is today, me finding myself in that moment, I would advise myself to move earlier internationally. Moving out from your country and facing other cultures, people doing the business in a different way, it really gives you the certain set of experience, observation of the world, but also an idea. And you become more progressive. You have more trust. You are more open to, yes, of course, this can be done, because you see more examples.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have had a beautiful podcast, and the messages that you have shared is so amazing and powerful. And here I would just like to ask you one thing here. Okay, Aleksandra, can you tell me that that women work harder, going ahead and building their presence? Do you have any kind of message or anything that you would like to add on women coming in the forefront now, and their hard work that they do? Do you think that women have to work harder than men to build their space?
I would advise women definitely knock the door, but do not, in this fighting a front, do not forget to be a woman. Do not forget your femininity. And the men's, let them not forget being a gentleman. If we have all of this in balance, I think that the world have a pretty good chance to be amazing.
So beautifully and simply put. Actually, this is just the thing that we know, that anybody can go ahead and achieve whatever they like, okay? But men, be gentlemen, and women, don't forget your femininity, because you can be feminine and you can still achieve what you want. Very powerful, Aleksandra. Thank you so much for joining in our podcast, sharing your views and sharing those beautiful and powerful messages that you have done with me and the viewers. Okay.
I think that we should have more talks like this. Having more of this, we will be more aware of ourselves and the people around us.
Thank you for coming in my show, and thank you for enlightening with your, not just your beautiful smile, but the messages that you have shared with us.